Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Aaron has the night off. Well, after being closed for 2 summers, the Eagle Tower in Door County's Peninsula State Park has been taken down by the Wisconsin DNR. Local 5's Steve Dent joins us live now in the studio with what patrons can expect next for the park's iconic landmark. Steve.
Well, Tom, I never understood the fuss about Eagle Tower after the DNR closed it because it was unsafe. But I do now, because for visitors, it means fond memories, and even sad ones. I met a couple today who told me their son passed away 2.5 years ago. 3 years ago, they all stood on top of Eagle Tower. Chainsaws buzz as crews dismantle Eagle Tower, one piece at a time in a real-life game of Jenga.
They were figuring out the rigging, and they got it down a lot quicker than anticipated.
It took just one day to take down the 76-foot-tall Eagle Tower that stood like a beacon at Peninsula Park since the 1930s.
Well, it's probably the most iconic structure and probably the most iconic state park in our program.
We've got to save the tower.
Because families come to the park year after year. And that almost always included a journey up the tower.
I came to the United States in 1961. I came with my uncle and aunt, and that's the first time I climbed it, and ever since I was hooked on it.
Fundraising has already started for the reconstruction of Eagle Tower. Now the next step is to see how much of this original wood can be reused.
Because that's what people remember and respect and admire, and it would be good to keep it the way it was.
The USDA will inspect this wood in October, but a new tower will also have modern challenges.
The new tower will have to comply with ADA codes and as well as new building codes, and then we're going to be looking into different technologies, wood technologies and other building materials to build a structure that hopefully lasts a lot longer even than this one did.
But it's the memories that stir emotion, and that's what can save Eagle Tower.
Used to be on the top and watch the stars, you know.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
yeah.
And Friends of Peninsula State Park hopes to raise $750,000 for Eagle Tower and have a goal of around $50,000 by the end of October. And one day, I would like to stand on top of the tower. Steve Dent, Local 5 News.